I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after. It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either. Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened. And that's what would have happened if I turned. I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed looked very squishy and very comfortable. Pockets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seemed so familiar. Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum. Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No. As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap.
So the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide. Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
What did you use?
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day, too, if Amira was my only friend. Wait a minute.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch. The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
guess you could say. With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. Second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences. Shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do, too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home, but only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
Got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of... treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization. Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Grandpa, You can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most. After all that graceful repelling, I was certainly not headed back that way. I could have sworn the Parade of Hopeful Knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with Triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece. Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest. I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for. Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything. That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah!
Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce.
You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot?
Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed.
Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material.
Hey.
I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out. And my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yep, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
I tried to chop down those thorn weeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade. The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade? A bakery, and it smelled. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. I could barely make out the names of these potions. While I was up for adventure, I didn't think randomly drinking potions was a good plan. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips. Aha!
Something big and round. Hopefully no one would mind if I borrowed this tabletop. Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it. Look like a blacksmith shop of sorts. I borrowed enough for the day.
And then you scooped up all the weapons, right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. Ah, a shortcut.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
I thought this might do the trick.
What a clever choice! Such craftsmanship, and sturdy, too. Just hope you didn't pay too much. I'd hate for you to have spent all your money when you've only just arrived in town, right? You ready, Mr. Fancy Cakes? I know, darling, I know. Silly question. You were born ready. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Oh, sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, let's vamoose from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time. Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Ahem. Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard, once commanded, must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders. Stay back. Very important protection duties.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Come at me, bees!
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress!
Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, me.
Wouldn't be the first.
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Not good.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out. Over here, buddy.
Imagine me! All right!
The tree was too heavy to move. I would need to chop it down to size. I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it any more.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Oh, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, pocket boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade, both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
Well, my mom whipped up a stack of my special chocolate chip pancakes, and she never lets me leave the house until I finished all my breakfast.
I'll just pencil in Mummy's boy. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
The edges of my fingertips.
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're... Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
Well, I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're... every woman's dream?
Well, you got that right. The ladies love. Yeah. Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... oh, never mind. Yes, your name... you're... that jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh, yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. It's like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're... Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett. Unearthed the treasure that was within. I could feel the riches.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really, it gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, feather boy.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
Nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
I could feel the riches with the edges of my fingertips when it clasped shut. Yes? Have you remembered my name?
Sir Tenov himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Circumference.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Well, I know he likes stimulating conversation. Now, how did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got 2 answers correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Oh, well, let's see. Sir 10 of himself, the 4th.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Probably his amazing, trusty bow. How did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got 2 answers correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again.
I could feel the riches with the edges of my fingers. Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Sir 10 of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about a Chaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
What can you tell me about Sir 10 of himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye.
Okay. What do you want?
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, Skinny Pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost.
Unveiled its... Yes? Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh, his feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. A shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets.
Oh, over here! Over here, I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Keep out. Under construction.
So, how did you find an eye?
It was a hideous beast lurking inside.
Ouch! Rude!
Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns. That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste.
Peek, peek.
Strange. Strange. West, Tournament Theater. North, Town Square. South, under development, coming next spring.
I have to get these all picked before I can go home. Leave me be so I can finish my work.
A new kind of horn, but the same result.
Wherever you are hiding, hideous beasts, Whisper will find you.
I was too slow to catch those frogs.
Do squirrels count as hideous? Come into the daylight, you hideous...
I tried again, but it was no use.
Whisper can do it.
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels. I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Hey, Graham, if you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest. Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order. You make up your mind?
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say, fortune favors the bold. You, on the other hand, have a kind heart. Probably wouldn't blind a beast just to win a competition. Your arms look like they've never even held a bow. No, you're just too nice. But perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of 1 shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
How much for that gardening tool?
1 shiny gold coin.
Bye.
Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches. What can I get you?
How much for that gardening tool?
1 shiny gold coin.
Bye.
Trust that gut of yours. Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
I did. The bowl costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming.
I was a few steps behind, but I was hopeful a beast was in that well, and I wanted an eye to impress everyone.
But, Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it.
I was out of my league down there, but I had something to prove. I guess you could say I was stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Stop.
Hey! Whatever's down here, it's mine.
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. Stalama.
And that's what happens to...
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. Affamata? 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 Water. Affamata. Affamata. Stalama.
What was it, child?
Water. Affamata. Affamata? Affamata. Affamata? Affamata. 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 Stalama. Affamata. Water.
And then we paused.
Water.
I'm remembering.
Water.
And then we paused.
Water.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise. We didn't share your excitement. I took the long way, he took the astounding way. No matter, that eye would be mine. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Off another.
Hookah.
Stalama, Stalama!
Hookah.
Off another.
Hookah.
Off another.
Hey, good looking out.
A chaka. Buta!
Apana.
Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Apana.
Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Apana.
Buta!
Apana.
Buta!
Apana.
Buta!
Apana.
Buta!
Apana.
Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta?
Afanat.
Buta?
Afanat.
Buta!
Stalama. Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afanat. Hey! Do you think we could share that dragon eye?
Shueki, Afamata.
My thoughts exactly.
Shueki. Buta.
Stalama, Stalama! I'm done. I am done. This is not for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going home, where I belong. I was promised wonder and adventure and fantastical floating islands. And what I got was a Daventry that will never live up to what it once was.
Daventry needs you, Graham. I know it's not what you expected, but give it time. We can work through the kinks together. It can be great once again with the right people in charge.
I'm not that person. And you should stop believing in me. It could get you killed.
Fine. Leave. Be a dentist for all I care. I guess Achaka was wrong.
What?
Nothing. It was nice meeting you, Graham.
Spill it.
Well, Achaka and I were chatting during your chivalry test, and he had some thoughts about you. Didn't you find it odd that Achaka entered this tournament, Graham? Did he ever tell you why?
Well, he might have, but I only learned 2 words of his language.
A horrendous famine struck Achaka's village, Ichtuwe. He left his suffering family to enter this tournament. He hoped to seek an audience with the king to plead for help. It was a long shot, even for him.
Oh, great. So because of me, a whole village will starve. That makes me feel better.
No. Because of you, a village will be saved. Achaka was impressed by you. He told me he was watching you on your travels to Daventry, and that you seemed like the type of person that could inspire change. More so than those bucketheads, anyways. If you're not going to compete for yourself or me, do it for the Ichtuans. They need you. You're their last hope.
I couldn't go back if I wanted to. After all that, I didn't even get an eye.
Here, have one of mine. I have plenty. No excuses now.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue to do it. Now, Knight Hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
He seems distressed.
I don't know why. It looks as though his pre-order went through.
True enough. Do you remember your eye?
Oh, yes. It once belonged to a hideous, majestic unicorn. You know, before the proclamation.
Congratulations, everybody. We officially accept all the eyes presented. I'll see you in the duels.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. Yar! I just can't do it, Mr. Springbottom. Yar, yar, yar! Yeah!
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. Ha-ha! You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights were selected at random, so no complaining. I'm looking at you, Whisper.
Any ties will be settled in sudden death. The winner, of course, will gain the knight position.
The duel of strength will take place at our fantastical and wondrous floating island.
And bring your steed to the tournament theatre for the duel of speed.
Please unveil the tournament board.
I will remain here for any questions.
Good luck!
Questions?
Where exactly is the Duel of Strength?
The Duel of Strength will take place on Daventry's own fantastical, wondrous floating island. Head north, then east. You can't miss it.
What do I need for the Duel of Speed?
Bring your trusted steed to the tournament theatre when you're ready for the Duel of Speed. You do have a trusted steed, don't you?
Bye.
Cheerio.
Which did you tackle first? Duel of Speed or the Duel of Strength?
Give me a second.
You on the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Ah, horse feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. This is Graham, the one I was telling you about.
Oh, Graham the Brave.
What are you, fortune tellers or something?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging face.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Yeah, we couldn't tell fortunes if we wanted to. Some scoundrel stole our fortune table whilst we were watching the parade.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen anyone rolling around Daventry without tabletop, have you?
I'm sorry. I couldn't find anyone to pay. A man was stranded in the forest and needed a wheel, so I borrowed your table and lent it to him.
Oh, that's actually pretty clever. We can't be mad at that, can we? We were about to toss that old table anyway. Glad it's being put to use.
Oh, thank the stars. We don't have to lock our doors anymore.
I think we're safe now. Thanks for being honest, boy.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot.
What are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot.
He reminds me of...
Graham, a little squirrel told me the news. I am deeply sorry you lost a friend. This horrible tournament spawns a vicious cycle of violence every year. When will Daventry recognize that slaying ferocious beasts shows no heart? But hearts can change, and I can take comfort in the fact that you backed down from the violence. Perhaps you didn't even know what you were getting into. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do in your time of need. Perhaps Grandma's sugar shroom pie can ease the pain a little. Oh, but where are my manners? Hello, I'm Wenty. Forgive the state of the shop. We're lacking our usual favorites. With all the bridges out and my supplier missing, I can't keep all my delicious treats stocked. Well, have a look around. I'm here to answer any questions. I am here to serve.
Do you have any advice for an aspiring knight?
Think with your heart and not with your brain or your biceps. That's the knight I want to see in King Edward's royal court.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie, a delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
Good day.
Don't desert me.
Graham, I heard the guards gossiping about it. A respectful congratulations on your eye presentation. To face danger, no matter the outcome, is truly a sign of the brave.
Forgive me if I don't seem celebratory.
There was absolutely nothing you could do, Graham. Achaka would have met the same fate whether you hesitated or not. You're the only adventurer to have ever survived that well. That despicable dragon has murdered countless knights over the years. Achaka's spirit lives on inside you. Let his arrow guide you through the rest of this competition. It's no consolation, but I want you to be my apprentice next spring.
Sure. Why not?
Good. I have a feeling you'll be facing that dragon again soon enough. Ready for action?
Bye.
Forget what those other guys say. A sword is mightier than a pen.
What was King Edward like?
A generous man. Without him, you and I would not be sitting here. He trusted me with his final request, knowing that no adventure was too daunting for the feather in my cap.
I still can't believe you ever weren't king.
What a peculiar trap.
Fantastical floating island. Only steps away. It's so floaty. You'll be amazed. Almost there. World's greatest and only floating island. Don't turn right. No floating islands that way.
Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though. My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back.
Bees!
I ruined the bees' day and that lovely meal. I tucked the berries away for later, even though I was craving a cliffside snack.
Don't turn right. No floating islands that way. Kids, don't stop screaming until Dad pulls over the wagon.
Get over here. We're waiting. We used all the rafts, so figure it out. I had to use 2 rafts to get across. So, sorry, I used yours.
This was on my bucket list.
There was an man's only the best. If Princess Madeline ever left me, do you think Mr. Fancy Cakes could fit under my belly?
Moving any further in the dark seemed like a bad idea. I'd always been a straight shooter, but Ataka opened my eyes.
All right, that one wasn't that bad.
Well, thank you.
Take out all those goblins.
With swiftness or patience, you'll have to wait and see.
Take out all those goblins.
With swiftness or patience, you'll have to wait and see.
Release me, you fiends! Oh, it's you again! Save me! Save me! Oh, nice shot! Time for you rocks to roll! Boy! That is your name, right? Boy, thank the shining stars! Where did you learn to shoot like that? Now, I'm not a native goblin tongue, but I'm pretty sure I made out the words unicorns and majestic museum. Mr. Fancy Cakes is too barbarous for a caged life. Listen, I want to sincerely apologize for my pilfering sausages, and thank you for saving me.
Give me my money back, you dirty merchant!
No problem at all. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. I'd give you more, but those hoarding goblins looted my cart. And since we are all square, I have a favor to ask of you. Can you deliver this rare and miraculous ingredient to that amateur magic shop in town? It's a snoozing leaf. Be careful transporting it, though. Once Mr. Fancy Cakes ate one of these snoozing leaves and was knocked out cold for days. Well, gotta run. Good thing these shorts breathe so well. Thanks again, boy. I won't forget this. Sayonara.
Did the merchant remember that?
Ha! The merchant immediately forgot that.
No one should notice one bell missing.
That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste.
My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back.
Our order is finally here. Well, part of it anyway. Chester, remind me to leave a poor review for that merchant on the town board.
Ah, this should do the trick.
It's close, but it still needs that frog's breath.
Well, I'm glad I could help further it along.
Yes, and as a token of our appreciation, we would like to give you this vial of hypnotic powder. Oh, it's expired.
It could work. It was just never finished.
Let me guess. It's missing lollipop root or baby's tears. I can bring you a tuft of Mr. Fancy Cake's fur.
Nope, it just needs raisins. Here.
Thanks, I guess.
It looked like some type of broken lantern. It looked like some type of broken lantern.
What wisdom can we share today?
Ooh, how much for that candle?
Our everlasting blue flame lantern? The housing's broken. Someone brought it in for repair but never paid.
Tell you what, if you bring us something we can hollow out to house the candle, you can have it for the price of one shiny gold coin.
Do you have any advice for a night hopeful?
Of course we do.
We're old and opinionated.
Think through all the options before making a move. Outsmart your opponents with a quick wit.
And never pass up the opportunity for a good prank.
Oh, that's Chester's advice, not mine.
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this? Teeth-whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening.
Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. Dear, we might need a half-tablespoon of frog's breath elixir.
Frog's breath elixir? Yes, where is that? We seem to be out of...
You drank it all again, didn't you?
Muriel, my blood sugar was low. It's just so tasty.
Since you can't keep your mitts off our supplies, we are halting production. This potion will have to wait until that merchant brings us our delivery.
If you find a frog, bring it directly to me, and I will gladly trade you a sample of this potion. And then I'll have to drink the delicious froggy leftovers.
Until then, no more free dips.
Fare thee well.
May your brain be filled with knowledge.
These starberries are perfectly ripe, just squishy enough, and with a faint scent of musky cabbage. Now, if you can find me the sugar shrooms, she's all yours, for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin.
Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to catch a frog? It was riveting.
Grandpa.
Was a hideous beast lurking inside.
What are you doing this weekend?
Oh, you know. Taking the old lady out dancing.
Yes. You've been working on your night move?
Bring your trusted steed to the tournament theatre when you're ready for the duel of speed. You do have a trusted steed, don't you?
Hasn't anyone told you it's not polite to go stomping around on people's backs? Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
Because, like yourself, I too am a bridge troll. See?
You're pretty ugly for a troll. A long nose and a bushy tail like that? Are you sure you're not a bridge bandicoot?
Where I come from, trolls and bandicoots are best friends.
Oh. Where I come from, the sweet taste of delicious bandicoot tail helps to relieve backitch. And my back is really itchy.
Well then, I am most certainly a bridge troll.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. It's just that I've been crossed so many times. One more time, and I might emotionally collapse. Would you be so kind to accept my apology and join me in the secret dance of the Bridge Troll Guild?
Oh, yes, of course, the troll dance. I, only know the traditional Ludor version, so you should start.
Very well, Tiny Bandicoot.
Yeah. Can't stop. All right.
You got some great moves, Mr. Bandy. You are most certainly a bridge troll. What did you want from Ulfie?
Can you share with me why all the bridges seem to be missing in Daventry?
Well, little Bandy, until further notice, the Bridge Troll Guild is officially on strike. For too long have we, the bridges, have been stomped on by sharp-pointed shoes of the puny guards. And do they care that my back breaks out in an itchy rash from all that marching? Of course not. As Pilar says, for shame, Daventry. We're not going back to work until the kingdom can take better care of their roads. I should be at the meeting, but Ulfie always shows up fashionably late, right when the croissants are served.
What are all those weird instruments around the bridges for?
Usually those horns are used to summon its associated bridge troll to fill the gap. But we have removed all mouthpieces until we get word from the head of the guild. Ulfie was instructed to keep all his horns hidden from humans. I keep mine under my butt. Shh.
Is there any way you could let me cross?
I'm not supposed to do this, but Ulfie needs a pick-me-up. If you bring Ulfie back a snack to satisfy his sweet tooth, Ulfie might consider letting little Bandicoot pass.
Happy trails.
Scamper back quick, little Bandicoot. Ulfie is starving.
I better stand on this side of the rock.
It wouldn't budge. That didn't need a bell. I hung on to that eye for a while. Imagine what whisper.
All right, sugar shrooms.
Wow, these sugar shrooms look amazing. Just the right amount of shroomy and not too sugary. Now, if you pass me one shiny gold coin, Grandma's giant star shroom pie is all yours. Oh, thanks for the patronage. Share this pie with a friend or two, or three. And good luck in the tournament.
Thanks for the momentary lapse in conversation. Ulfie was unquestionably hangry. Now that I am refurbished, I'll allow you to cross. Though a quick-footed peacock already got to that snarling Snarlax. Oh, I almost forgot. Little Bandicoot, for your act of kindness, Ulfie would like you to have this. Whenever you need me, just give it a blow. Step lively. Ulfie needs to get back to the guild meeting. It's almost croissant time.
He needs to work on his time management skills.
He'd better come soon.
I'm sure he'll be back any second.
Maybe I could beat someone to the meeting and hear the password.
Nice of you to finally join us, Ulfie. Merci.
Ulfie apologizes for tardiness. Hey, where are the croissants?
I forgot the croissant, okay? Oh, mon Dieu. Qu'est-ce qu'ils vont faire, hein? Are we here to discuss our demands? Or are we here to eat crescent-shaped pastries?
I'm here for the pastries, so...
If you didn't know the secret password, I would never let you in.
Now, Pilar, I need you to calm down, okay? We've made enough waves as it is. Daventry needs their bridges, and gosh darn it, we need to get back to work.
You'd think with his giant head, there'd be a brain bigger than a macaroon. Ulfie, you're so easily tricked into sitting down. You should stand up for our rights. Well, easy.
But Ulfie likes sitting down. Helps relieve pressure off my back.
Look, Pilar, I'm on your side, but I need you to work with me. We need to build our bridges and get over this. What's a compromise we can all live with?
Oh, there is no compromise. Those tiny ingrates go around stomping on the shoulders of giants with no thought as to who is underneath them. They climbed the ladder of success and forgot who got them across their troubled waters. What's in it for us? We will show them all what happens when you cross the wrong bridge.
Oh, jeez, Pilar, I don't know. I wouldn't go so far as to say they don't appreciate us, but by golly, I wouldn't go so far as to say they do either.
Bridges don't grow on trees. They grow on us. If Daventry wants us to go back to work, those guards need to stop breaking our backs.
That Ulfie can agree with. The guards with pointy shoes hurt Ulfie's back.
So, all of us are aligned with the strategy that the guards need to step lightly when crossing on our backs. Now we're getting somewhere. Next item up for discussion, should we lift our embargo on the consumption of goats?
Oh, I long for the days of feasting on roasted goat leg with a nice aged raclette.
Hey, my coin!
Pilar, everyone knows there are no more goats in Daventry. Only majestic unicorns.
Ulfie, there is no such thing.
That's what he had. I've seen him.
Ulfie, he pulled a fast one on you. You fathead.
Well, everyone else calls them majestic unicorns.
Ulfie, if everyone jumped off, my back, would you? Use your head and think for yourself. Or use your lips and close your mouth. Tais-toi.
Okie dokie then. I think we should table this for next week. Next item is a Grand Counselor replacement. I have been happy to serve you, but as you know, I am going to retire next year. Me and the wife are finally going to have time to take up art classes.
How cute. You want to be a drawbridge? Motion to nominate Pilar for the position.
And that's why you...
up, little bandicoot. Ophi has to get back to the guild meeting.
That mouthpiece was a mismatch for that horn.
I wish Ophi would stay put. This meeting is already way over schedule.
He is a weak link.
He needs to work on his time management skills.
He'd better come soon. He probably knows we don't have the croissant.
I'm sure he'll be back any second. Where did he keep disappearing to?
If I could find a fast way down there, I would be able to hear the password.
Where do you keep going, Olfie?
Ophi has very important business to attend to. Have the croissants arrived yet?
I already told you. I forgot the croissant, okay? Can we please...
Thanks for getting Ophi out of there. That meeting was getting heated. Hurry up and get over here. This guard is starting to creep me out. Get over here. He's one of those guys who smells like syrup.
Alfie is here to help. Another horn and another missing piece.
Hello there.
Are you ready to begin?
What exactly are the rules?
The rules are simple. For a change, if you can stay dry, you win.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. Let the duel of strength commence.
I'm glad we can settle this like gentlemen. Want to see if that feather can fly? Alley-oop. One step closer to Squirrel Nation.
I got you, Graham.
I wasn't going to toot that horn anymore until I found the missing piece. Now's probably not the best time for that.
Tell that smelly guard when you're ready.
Hello there.
Are you ready to try again?
Hello there.
Are you ready to try again?